Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are going to be playing as Johanna. The official release of the game has finally happened. I've been playing Heroes of the Storm for over a year now, and it's really gratifying to still be playing the game, still be really enjoying the game after that long, and still be excited to see where it's going. Johanna is the newest character to be added to Heroes of the Storm. She is from the Diablo universe. She has a ton of crowd control. All of her abilities have some form of defensive spin on them, and we are going to be playing her as tanky as possible today. This is what I would imagine would be the standard build for Johanna, if you want to be just really durable. I do have another build in mind with a very different playstyle, but we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to focus on this one.
The crusade calls.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have landed on the Dragonshire map today. Look at this color contrast. I'll take any excuse to use the money pig. Let's say hi to the friends. Hi, friends. We are going to be going with Regeneration Master at level 1. Now, for the other build that I have in mind, it does utilize, I guess I should say, Knight takes Pawn, which is really fun. But we're going for just full-on sustain today, so Regeneration Master is what we are going to be going for. The friendly team, Azmodan, Tychus, Uther, Johanna, and Lily. The enemy team, Diablo, Falstad, Lily, Nova, Kael'thas. I think these teams are pretty similar. The enemy team is obviously going to have a lot more damage burst because they have Nova and some other assassins alongside her, but we should be okay. Looks like Azmodan is going to be taking the middle lane. I hope he is able to farm up his dunk. We are going to be laning down here with Lily, so we're going to have a ton of sustain. Whoa, words. Our basic abilities are our Q ability, which is Punish. This is a very short-range frontal cone AoE. Anything we hit with this will take a small amount of damage, but also be slowed by 60%, and that is going to decay. So it starts out at 60% and then gets lesser over 2 seconds. Our W ability is called Condemn. This is going to allow us to suck in all of the enemies in an area. I'll show you that in just a moment. We have to make our way back up to middle to get this XP. It'll suck enemies in towards us and then allow us to deal some melee damage to them, basically just like that. Our E ability is Shield Glare. This is another frontal cone AoE. This is going to allow us to... Let's just walk out of here. This is going to allow us to blind enemies within the radius for their next 2 basic attacks. Really good against melee characters like our little Falstad buddy here, depending on the build that he goes. Very good against Nova, because her auto attacks are going to be so slow as this game progresses. And we are pretty easily going to take over the bottom shrine. Looks like Tychus is falling up in the top to that Kael'thas. We're just going to walk in here, continue to get these regeneration orbs. For those of you that don't know, Regeneration Master, basically how it works is for every... this is the real one right here. For every regeneration globe you get, you are going to get a mini stack. Once you have 3 of the mini stacks, you get a big stack, and then your HP regen will increase. Now, this is one of those talents that will wind up throughout the course of the game. The real Nova, once again, right here. Gonna ping her for danger. We are going to be picking up Amplified Healing at level 4 because we have 2 supports on our team. So at any given time, I should not have any trouble getting some healing. And also, Amplified Healing does increase the regen we get from Regeneration Master. The enemy team looks like they've pretty much backed off, so I'm just going to walk in here. And before I forget, one of the most important parts of playing Johanna is really utilizing her trait, which is called Iron Skin. It is on a 20-second cooldown. It is a trait that you have to activate. It is not a passive trait. And it's going to allow us to mitigate some damage with a shield. Our Azmodan in a little bit of danger here. It's going to allow us to mitigate some damage with a shield, but it also makes us immune to crowd control while the shield is activated. So right now, while I have this shield on me, I cannot be CC'd until the shield is broken. We're in a bit of danger here. Gonna send out the blind, but likely just gonna die. Likely. We can slow them behind me, though. I think Nova's gonna outrange me just a little bit, though. I do have Iron Skin back up. No, looks like we're gonna make it out of there. Fantastic. All right. Iron Skin actually saved me there. She sniped into the shield. She took the shield out of it, off of my character. But we didn't take any more damage on top of that, so great. We are... Well, we're going to have to help out Azmodan. The only problem is I haven't built for any damage whatsoever. I've built to be a front line. So let's go ahead and just zone this Diablo back. Get in his way, push him around, pull him off of Azmodan. Unfortunately, the enemy team is coming to gank. We can send out the blind, which is going to cut their damage for a little while, basically for the next 2 auto attacks, but it looks like the majority of the enemy team is now focused in this area. Our Lily down in the bottom lane is fighting Kael'thas, so I'm going to have to make my way down there. We are going to be picking up battle momentum at this level range. Shit. Which is going to help us reset our cooldowns and crowd control more throughout the course of this game. Battle momentum is so good on Johanna. She relies on her cooldowns quite a bit in order to do things. And just in general, I mean, battle momentum is usually a great talent no matter the character, right? But I feel like it's even better on Johanna. Now, it's worth mentioning that battle momentum does not reduce the cooldown of your trait. So you're not going to be using more iron shields with battle momentum. There is another talent that will allow you to reduce your cooldown, basically whenever you use an ability. But that talent kind of forces you to just spam your abilities in order to get the most out of it. And you really do not want to do that. All of Johanna's abilities have a purpose. And you need to make sure that you're using those abilities when you're meant to. So for instance, our Q ability, yeah, it does a little bit of damage. It's really not that much. But our Q ability slows a target, so it's easy for our team to chase that target down and kill them. Our W ability allows us to peel for our allies, which is great. We can do stuff like this. We can bring Nova out of stealth. And potentially, if Azmodan was still here, we could burst her down. Where did Azmodan go? Did he die? No, he's up top. Okay. I was like, wait, I'm so confused. Let's try to get this Dragon Knight here. We're likely going to get interrupted by these two buddies right here. We do dodge the snipe just in time. We're going to go ahead and condemn, bringing Nova back to the range of our Tychus. Hopefully, he will chase the right person down. Instead, Tychus actually focusing on Diablo there. Oh, the entirety of the enemy team is here. We're going to go ahead and cast Condemn just to peel Falstad away. Can I get a heal? Can I get a fucking heal, please? What the fuck, Uther? What the fuck, Uther? Oh no. Okay, let's go to the sip. No! Iron's dead! You fucking Nova, go away! She's still right here. We can still make this happen. Where is everybody? Okay, I can't really come down here. Nova's coming back to kill me again. She did just use her snipe though, which means I can come down here. And let's try to push these guys back. Iron Skin is active. We have pulled Falstad in. Falstad is going to get dunked by the enemy Azmodan. Let's go ahead and just body block this Diablo in here. We have done just that. He cannot move at all. He's going to have to use one of his abilities to push us out of the way. We do condemn him back into the center of our allies. The blind going out is going to stop Lily from dealing any auto attack damage as well as Falstad. But it does look like we have lost the top shrine. So once again, I'm just going to make my way back down here. We are going to be picking up Blessed Shield for this particular build. I really like having the stun on Johanna. It allows her to really lock down targets and make it so your team can come in and kill them. Johanna really is a quintessential tank. She really is. At the basically the extreme that I would almost classify her as a support. Warriors, you know, they're meant to be a little bit of a front line and a little bit of a damage dealer. Whereas I feel like Johanna is more of a tank than any other character in the game. She has a ton of crowd control, and basically, we want to keep someone in one spot with Blessed Shield, Condemn, and Punish in order to allow our team to kill that target easier. That's basically my mentality with this particular build. Now, obviously, we have picked up the Garden Terror on the Haunted Mines map. This is bad. In a bad spot. We can try to... Basically, I'm just going to walk out of here, actually. We're going to be totally fine. Okay, so... Oh, no! Kael'thas coming out of nowhere! Okay, so basically, Nova there used triple tap on me. But I believe you can actually just Iron Skin out of that. How I survived the triple tap was by using Condemn to pull Nova towards me to interrupt her channel. But I'm actually almost certain that Iron Skin will nullify triple tap. We're going to have to test that. Hopefully she hits me with that again. Looks like the enemy team is chasing down our Uther, though. Lily providing a ton of healing to Kael'thas and Diablo. We are on our way to help out here. Uther is unfortunately going to fall to that damage, however. Tyke is coming in, doing a ton of damage with that overkill. We are almost in the area. I'll ping to him that I'm right here. I'm ready to go. And we are going to hopefully continue to chase down these guys. Lily in a bad spot. We're going to pull her back. We're going to hit her with... what is that? Punish, our Q ability. And then as she was running away, we did hit her with Blessed Shield, which is a 2-second stun on a single target. An amazing stun on a single target. And then it will bounce around to other targets and basically stun them for half the duration. We are going to be picking up Subdue. Now, at this level range, all of these are great talents. Spell Shield will reduce the amount of burst damage that the enemy team can do to you. Honestly, it would have been pretty good versus Kael'thas and Nova. But Subdue improves our slow to an 80% slow instead of a 60, and the slow decays over a longer period of time. So essentially, they're slowed for more and slowed longer. The idea is we want to keep everyone in range of our Tychus. We want to keep everyone in range of the death laser of this Asmodean that's about to die from a triple tap. That's unfortunate. And the idea is by slowing them, we're going to be doing that more efficiently. Ended up watching Rainer. I was out of town. Went to London. All right, let's go help out with this. We can socialize later. We need to help kill this Falstad. All right, he is going to be barrel rolling away from us. We can just come in here and kind of soak up these tower shots. The Odin is coming out from the friendly Tychus, and I definitely want to help him kill Falstad. We didn't even have to get in position to do that, though. We are going to pull in Lily and try to just trade into this Diablo right here, because we wanted to trick him into forcing the breath on top of us rather than our allies. Iron Skin, once again, coming out is going to allow me to completely escape from their crowd-controlled train. And this fight still continues to play out. We did see Nova die just a little bit earlier. Let's go ahead and throw out the ultimate, which is going to... Let's make sure we throw it out on Lily. Boom! She's going to be stunned for 2 seconds as the Captain America shield smashes her little panda face in. Oh, that's so gratifying. Let's go down here to the bottom shrine, and we will pick that up. Tychus wants to take that mercenary camp, but the shrine is definitely more important. Uther and Azmodan making their way up to the top. We are going to be picking up Holy Renewal. Why are we picking this up instead of Imposing Presence? Because they do not have a lot of auto attack damage. They have a lot of spell damage, which makes me think I should have gotten Spell Shield. But this is going to make my E ability heal me whenever I hit a hero with my blind. And remember, we have amplified healing from earlier in the game, so these effects are going to stack with each other, and it's just going to increase our sustain a little bit more. The enemy team is already having a hard time killing me with that Lily by our side, and it's only going to become even more difficult. I am not getting any damage done at all. Man, what a wasted Dragon Knight. I'm just going to fall back and try to keep it alive. That's not even going to happen, is it? That is the real Nova right there. She potentially could have finished me off. The enemy team is starting to trickle into my team, however. And it looks like we may just actually be able to push them. Nope. Get over here. That's the real one. Go get her, Uther. Yeah, Uther. I did miss my slow. Here's my... Oh, she's out of range of the Condemn as well? No. All right, coming in here, we are going to land the 2-second stun on several members of the enemy team. The Condemn will pull them back into my friendly team here, hopefully. Kael'thas, very, very low health at the top of the screen. We are going to use Iron Skin to start to mitigate some of this damage. The blind is off cooldown. We need to make sure we hit 2 members of the enemy team, and we do just that. The slow is going to hit Nova as she tries to run away after the Condemn, and we secured quite a bit of kills there for the friendly team. Very, very deep in the enemy team's territory. Fantastic job. I'm going to go ahead and fall back, go to middle, get a little bit of XP. We do have a 4-level advantage on the enemy team right now. I agree. Getting these mercenary camps is the right thing to do. I was just trying to get another regen orb. Everyone always tells me not to get the regen talents because I suck at collecting them. That's one of those things where when I'm recording, I'm really bad at getting regen orbs because I have so much to think about. I have to be thinking about what I'm saying, and I mess up enough as it is. So I end up missing a lot of regen orbs. Don't let that deter you from these talents that usually require them. They're very, very good talents. Now, once again, excuse me, this build for Johanna is focused on just being durable. And you can see we are 12-1 right now. We've done 30,000 siege damage, 15,000 hero damage, which is not a lot by any means. But again, we're not trying to deal that damage. We're just trying to soak damage and peel for our allies. Now, as far as Johanna goes as a tank, at least with this build, you're going to be more focused on peeling for your allies rather than initiating for your team. You have a ton of ways to disrupt them, and I do mean a ton of ways to disrupt an enemy team. You need to make sure that you're doing that. Rather than trying to go in and make openings for your damage dealers, you want to fall back and basically make your damage dealers safer, which is another reason that I think Johanna is almost classified as a support. But again, that can be changed with your build. And once again, I do not have a ton of experience with the character. These are basically my first impressions of her. But that being said, I don't feel like I'm playing her poorly by any means. She is classified as an easy character, and for once I actually agree with that. Taronda is classified as, I believe, an easy character, and she is one of the highest skill cap characters in the entire game. Also, Kael'thas is classified as an easy character, and I don't agree with that at all either. But Johanna is pretty straightforward, is pretty easy to understand. I know that there's team fights going on right now, but I'm just trying to deal with all of this nonsense that's happening right here. Look how just durable we are. Every time we condemn, we are dealing a pretty significant amount of damage to everyone around us. With the other build that I keep referencing that I'm going to show off in the next video, we can actually take mercenary camps without taking any damage whatsoever. It's really, really cool. You basically just sit around and spam your condemn all day, and you become like a raid boss in a PvE setting. Really, really fun. We have at level 20. At this level range, basically your options are Storm Shield to increase the durability of your allies, which wouldn't be a bad idea even at this point, but Indestructible is also a more selfish pick. Indestructible is going to allow you to die, and then come basically at the point where you would die, you just get a massive shield instead. But Storm Shield is more of a team ability, so I kind of want to go for Storm Shield a bit. Yeah, let's go for Storm Shield. Fuck it, why not? I'm not gonna be able to kill Lily, so you know, this isn't gonna happen. This is not something that's in my means to be able to do. All right, throw out the stud and try to just get out of here. That's obviously not gonna work. Obviously not gonna work at all. We are going to take that death. Does look like the friendly team is able to secure mid, though. They are going to be able to take down this Diablo player here, more than likely. He's choosing... Oh, Tyke is getting greedy. He is going to be blinking directly into the shrubbery. But little does he know that the enemy team was sitting there waiting on him. A ton of burst damage coming up from the enemy Falstad and Kael'thas. But Lily looks like she's going to be able to keep our Tychus alive. Holy crap! And the damage reciprocated on top of Falstad are going to be enough to take him down. The Diablo Flame Breath, the Heartburn, is not going to deal too much damage to the friendly team. And Tychus does continue his reign of terror on top of these guys. Our 4-level advantage has been reduced down to just about 1 level, but still seeing so much damage come out of this Tychus as he takes down the enemy Lily as well. Diablo now coming in as Tychus is pushed back from the Dragon Knight. That was exciting. Jeez. Do you guys appreciate the little things? Like I have a keybind set up to smooth scroll. Like this is a normal scroll, right? It's real jerky. I have a keybind set up so when I'm dead I can do stuff like this and make it all cinematic. I know, I'm the best. It looks like we have caught the enemy Nova. She's going for that decoy build, or at least appears to be. The enemy team just now hit level 20. Let's move down here, try to help out with this. We do probably need to kill this group of mercenaries here. I had to catch my breath after that, jeez. Lily has fallen in battle. Let's go ahead, continue to cue this down. Boom, boop, boop, boop. There we go. All right, going to help the team. Falstad has flown in. It looks like he is going to be able to take down our Asmodan. Did Uther run away? Yeah, it looks like Uther ran off. I'm not going to be able to really kill him off. Again, I have not built for damage by any means. Actually doing less damage than our supports, but man, am I tanky. Uther is unfortunately caught off, and he is going to die. Basically, I'm just going to try to... I think he's coming back. I think Uther's coming back. I'm going to try to set up some kills for my team here. The shield going out is going to interrupt Lily, is going to stun Kael'thas in his tracks and allow our team to push in here and deal some damage. I'm going to keep everyone together. I'm going to try to keep the enemy team condemned as much as possible. Iron Skin coming out to negate any type of crowd control that may be happening. Condemned trying to catch Lily. She was a little out of position, slowing the enemy Diablo now, though. And let's continue to push forward. If they do decide to retaliate, here's the Storm Shield, here's the Blind. I'm going to get in the way and try to stop this enemy Nova from dealing too much damage, but it looks like we may have just overextended. I'm going to try to peel for our Tychus, and it looks like I do just that. Throw the shield glare behind us so we can get some healing, and basically we just should walk away at this point. We have managed to disengage from the enemy team. Both of these are decoys, but the real Nova does finally take down Tychus. Oh, that's unfortunate. The enemy team actually over here making comebacks. How is this even happening? How is this even happening? We're so far ahead. This doesn't make any sense. Looks like the enemy team is getting this mercenary camp right here. They basically have free reign of the map right now. Uther is going to use his clairvoyance. Hopefully he doesn't overstay his welcome, though. No, he did not. All right, let's... Well, the shrines are going to be active in 22 seconds. Try to hold top shrine until everyone is up. Okay, or you can go bot. I mean, the entirety of the enemy team is bot, though. So basically, we're not getting any shrines right now. Shrines! I don't think anyone on the enemy team is actually top, though. So, they're still not going for shrines, though. This is still a problem. We need shrines. Looks like our friendly Lily is making her way down to the bottom. She is going to capture that for the friendly team. Now we can come down here and try to help her. We don't want to be spreading out too much right now. This is a very pivotal part of the game. We need to make sure everyone is together. We do see the real Nova down at the bottom of the screen. Uther moving into position to try to take her out, and now Tychus joining Uther. That massive stun is going to secure that death. And let's come in here and try to focus down the enemy Kael'thas. The blind is going to go out to try to heal me back up. We do lose our Lily, unfortunately. The stun going out is going to hit Kael'thas. That is a stun for 2 seconds, and we are going to be able to take him down as well. All right, we need to turn on these guys. We need to turn on these guys. All right, Storm Shield coming out. We're trying to protect Tychus as much as we can. We are going to slow down the enemy Diablo. Hopefully, Tychus continues to deal damage. He is now out of the Odin. Falstad over-committing to that push. We are going to be able to take him down as well, and I'll just heal up with my blind, and we need to make our way to another lane now. Tychus wants to take the mercenary camp. We can. If you want to take it really quick, buddy, please AoE it down, though. 3 members of the enemy team are dead. 3 members of the friendly team are dead. They do get a free keep. Excuse me, free fort. Forts are tier 1, keeper tier 2, which is fine. They can have that. The enemy team has taken over the bottom shrine. I'm moving in to try to contest that. They don't have anyone up right now. Okay, I'm getting the shrine, buddy. So there's that. Let's just go ahead and pop Iron Skin. I have taken over the bottom shrine. Nova is alive, however. All right, the stun going out. There we go. The stun does bounce to both targets. Storm Shield going out. I'm not going to be able to stay in here much longer, though. Tychus not really dealing enough damage. And unfortunately, the triple tap from Nova is going to be able to... Did it not kill... Unbelievable. It did not kill Tychus. I'm actually amazed. Oh, Uther showed up. I could have thrown my blind out there to get a little bit more healing. But you could see just from that exchange, I was able to soak up a ton of damage from the enemy team, try to buy time for my team, but unfortunately, the enemy team does pick up a Dragon Knight. Honestly, the best thing to do would have honestly just been to gather top forever ago. But that's okay. The enemy team is now pushing down the middle lane with this Dragon Knight. It's going to have a ton of right-click damage and a ton of health at this point in the game. Everyone on the friendly team is alive except for myself. Lily should be able... Oh, Uther getting punted in the wrong direction. Just needs to back out. Do not run through the enemy team. He is going to try to send out the stun, which is going to stop a few of them in their tracks. The Heartburn from Diablo is coming out now, but the Lily ultimate is going to be able to nullify a lot of that damage. Lily is going to get punted away, which is going to interrupt her ultimate, but she does have Kung Fu Hustle, which is going to allow her to reset her cooldowns very, very quickly. We are able to now make our way to the middle lane. This Dragon Knight was not really able to do that much. And now, if we could just get in here and initiate for the team, we would actually be in a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and group up these minions, try to get them out of the way. The enemy team in a great spot for my shield, but I am punted away at the last moment. Uther now getting, Lily now getting crowd controlled by the enemy team. I was not able to interrupt the false head, but we have clumped up every single person on the enemy team right here, and we forced the blink out of the Kael'thas. This is the real Nova here. We want to make sure we stay on top of her. We do not want Nova to get away. This is the easiest kill imaginable. I'm trying to ping where I'm going, so the friendly team is going to be on top of that, but it looks like Lily is going to allow Nova to get away. I'm pretty upset that we did not secure any kills there, even though we had a really good re-engage. So let's go for some mercenary camps. We need to keep everyone together, all together to get her. Okay, what is this? Let's get some camps. Let's get some camps. We're going to be able to take this over really quick with the help of Tychus. The enemy team actually ahead of us on XP right now, which is blowing my mind. That should not be a thing that happens. We do have them on the back foot right now, simply because they had to go back to their well in order to get some health back. We also see that they're not grouped up right now as well. So if we wanted to do just a really hard push down in the bottom lane, it could actually be extremely effective. We do catch the enemy Falstad, however. Are we going to be able to do any significant damage to him? No, we are going to pop Iron Skin and throw out our blind to get a little bit of shielding. Let's go ahead and throw the stun out. This is going to hit Falstad, Kael'thas, and Lily, stopping them in their tracks. We have pulled Lily back into us as well. Storm Shield is going to come out on our friendly allies here. Blind once again going out to heal me. Are we going to be able to take down Diablo? Please, someone kill Diablo. Lily is keeping him alive just a little bit, but we do secure the kill. Now the Phoenix of the enemy Kael'thas was actually in a really good spot there. Okay, that was not worth blinking for. It looks like we are disengaging. And we're going to lose our Lily in the process. That's pretty bad. Let's just walk in here. We'll throw out a Condemn, throw out a Slow, and try to take her out. Okay. Now, we do have numbers advantage. Someone go here. I'm going to go top. Falstad flew into the wrong neighborhood. We're going to slow him in place and try to take him down. Tychus hopefully has the slow on his Q, and we do end the life of the enemy Falstad. Now, I'm going top. We need someone to get bottom. Someone needs to get bot. We have numbers. Go. We have to get both shrines. Maybe they don't understand the concept. I don't know. Maybe they don't understand the concept. We need both shrines. Please, someone go here. This is starting to get really frustrating. We were so fucking far ahead in this game. There's no reason to be in the position we're in right now. Let's go ahead and throw out the shield. It is going to hit Diablo, stunning him for 2 seconds. Why did we stun Diablo? Quite simply because he's in range of our Asmodeum Death Laser. I did use the Storm Shield to try to keep our Uther alive, and we are going to be able to take out the enemy Diablo. Tychus in a great position here is going to use the overkill on top of Lily. Let's try to throw her back with the Condemn. Not quite in range. Someone please just go fucking get bottom shrine. Okay, it looks like we're all going back to Sippy Cup now. Oh, this is frustrating! Bot shrine. Please just bot shrine. So, I'll go bot shrine. I don't care. Someone needs to be ready for middle, though. Someone needs to be ready for middle. If anyone is a bot shrine, I basically don't have any hope of killing them ever. Get mid. Go, 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 go. Alright, here we go. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm going to stand right here. Oh, yeah, we lost top shrine. Good. Fantastic. It took us about a minute and a half to get this one. And now we lost top. I can't fight this off, so I have to leave. You saw the charge of Diablo there. It was interrupted. I can't believe we still don't even have anyone going for top! Ah! Okay. Well, I'm losing my cool just a little bit, but these are like... Everyone's been complaining about matchmaking, right? Like I've seen it on Twitter. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, Palatine, matchmaking's the worst right now." And I was like, "Well, yeah. Duh." When you have a giant influx of new players, obviously matchmaking is going to go through some weird transitioning. But come on, man. We should have this. I'm going bottom right now. I'm going fucking bottom right now. I know that the enemy team is trying to contest top, and all we have to do is stop them from getting mid. Or just hold off top. I hope we can hold off top. I'm getting bottom. Here we go, here we go. Come on, oh, we did lose top, okay. Well, I'm on my way up there now. We're just going to let Diablo push down here, it looks like. We have them outnumbered in the top lane right now, or at least evenly matched. It looks like Uther is going to get shrine, get shrine, get shrine, get shrine, get shrine. I'm ready to take it. Diablo's completely ignoring this in favor of getting a keep, which, I mean, is not a bad play, but we're also going to get a keep with the Dragon Knight. Here we go, here we go. Boom shakalaka, pushing down the middle lane. We have a gigantic minion push already there. Diablo actually not able to kill that yet. He took a lot of time to not really do very much. Oh my god, our right clicks are doing 1,300 damage. We've hit that point in the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to focus this keep. 2 members of the enemy team are dead, and Diablo is still off in Never Never Land down here, just now recalling. So we're going to get this, no problem. Do we win the game right now? It wouldn't be a terrible idea, but let's take out an insurance policy, shall we? Let's get this tower out of the way. Let's get this keep out of the way. Just in case we don't clear this in time, we're going to have catapults pushing every lane. Now, that may be a mistake. That's up to interpretation. But I'm just going to walk right in here and start dealing some damage. We have a ton of health left, and only half the duration of this Dragon Knight has been used. Let's push Diablo out of the way. We don't want him bothering anyone on our team. And it looks like with this push, we are likely going to be able to end the game. So this is the tanky Johanna build, at least my opinion of what it looks like. We have Regeneration Master, Amplified Healing, Battle Momentum, the Stun Ultimate, as well as Subdue, which is an increased slow, Holy Renewal, which is a heal on your blind, and then Storm Shield or Indestructible or whatever that other talent is called that gives you a personal shield. I went for Storm Shield just to help out the team a little bit more. Once again, I don't know if that's a standard build or anything. I'm still really just trying to get a feel for the character still, but for a pure tank role, that's been working out really well for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will be back tomorrow with another Johanna video. I want to show off that other build that I was kind of hinting at. It's a lot more aggressive. You're able to push lanes. You're able to take mercenary camps very, very easily. But for today, that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button while you're at it. I'll see you all next time. Okay, bye.